There was a guru who went early morning to have a dip in the river. So his disciple went with his clothes, standing there, not wanting to keep the clothes down. As he was taking a dip in the river, he saw a scorpion floating on the water, struggling because scorpion is not a swimming creature. The guru picked up the scorpion. The disciple started screaming, "It is a scorpion, it's poisonous, drop it, drop it." The guru carried it towards the bank. He said, "It's going to sting you." Well, it stung him. The disciple started screaming, "I told you it will sting you, and you're still carrying it. Drop the damn thing." The guru just carried it. It stung him again. The disciple started jumping around with agitation. And by the time he brought it to the bank, 3 times it stung him. Then he let it go on the bank. The disciple continued screaming, "I told you 3 times he bit, do you know it's poisonous?" all this stuff. Guru said, "Wait. The scorpion is doing what it knows best. I'm doing what I know best. Just shut up and do what you know best." So similarly, we remain as dynamic as the virus. It's very dynamic, it's doing its job really well. We must do ours very well as human beings. Scorpion in this life has no opportunity to evolve into a parrot or into an eagle or into a human being, no such opportunity for him. So he will go and do his stuff. You, possible 10% improvement you can do. Yes. How situation is going to be, how bad or good it is going to be, we don't know. We don't have to paint a picture that we don't know anything about yet. But the important thing is to be geared in such a way, whatever the damn picture, you will be a good part of that picture. That much we can do. Physically, mentally, emotionally, energy-wise, and our competence, another 10% improvement. Because the price that you're paying for something very simple, like you have emotions about everything. Somebody says something, you will become like this, somebody does something that you don't like, you will become like that. Now, once you have this, you don't know what it's costing you in terms of your life. It is taking away the very possibility of your existence. If we consider what is happening because you have no control over your thought process, no control over the energetic system and your body, the physiological, psychological, emotional compulsions are completely taking away the possibility of being human itself for most human beings. They are still, taking themselves backward in evolution, operating out of instincts and compulsiveness. I'm saying 10% improvement if you do, in your experience it feels like you've gotten enlightened. Others may not still see that way, but you will feel suddenly, wow. Yes, to change the patterns of your thought and emotion, just the online program will do. If you imbibe the essence of what it is, which is very simple, any fool can get it. That's the kind of language it's been spoken in and presented. If you get 10% of the online program, 10% improvement in your balance and stuff will happen. It's that simple. To be a teacher, you must know something, isn't it? To be a guru, you need not know anything. It's just that you don't know anything, but you got eyes to see. Whatever you want, you can look and speak. But to be a teacher, you have to know something. If you don't know anything, you can't make a teacher, isn't it? To be a guru, you don't need to know anything. Just a certain level of perception, that's all. You're not knowledgeable about anything. It's easy. Being a teacher is difficult because you will have to remember so many things. The thing is, you never try to become a guru. If people notice that you have a certain level of perception, people will recognize you as one. You never ever try to become one. I've done everything to shake off the guru thing, but you cannot because people will one way or the other recognize it, wherever you may be. Whether you're in India or otherwise, they may not use the word guru, but nowhere in the world, if you found a human being whose perception is beyond yours, could you ignore him? People naturally gathered around them. Maybe they didn't use the word guru, they used something else. But always it happened, isn't it? In India, we identify people as saints, sages and seers. Saints means they have attained to a certain level of pleasantness. They can bless people. In their presence, everybody feels pleasant, some well-being happens. But they don't teach anything, they only bless. Sages means they have some grasp. They have become pleasant, their energies have become pleasant, but they have also grasped some knowledge, particular dimensions of knowledge. A sage may be good with astronomy or astrology or with some other dimension. All the Indian mathematics has come from sages, not from university academics. It is sages who came up with mathematics and music. You heard of this? Shiva himself is a great mathematician, musician, dancer, all these things because math came naturally when somebody looked deep enough into the existence. The mathematic background of it started finding expression in human intelligence and so they naturally became mathematicians. You must read the story of people like Ramanujam and others, they're brilliant mathematicians without any academic support because a certain level of observation, which is a sage. A seer means one who sees. See, it's a very appropriate expression, one who sees life just the way it is. Does it mean others don't see? Yes, others don't see. For others, their sense organs are interpreting. See, right now, your sense perception is interpreting this is day, night is going to come after this many hours. You ask the creatures in the forest, their senses are interpreting this is night, day will come after a few hours right now. So, it is the interpretation of the senses that you know, you are not seeing. A seer means he is seeing it the way it is. So usually or always, a saint will never claim to be a guru. Leave what's happening today in modern society. I'm saying in the tradition, a saint never claimed to be a guru. He was only a saint. He knows that his thing is he's become like a flower, he can bless. His fragrance will impact people, that's all he is. A sage is somebody who's always trying to explore a certain dimension of life. He can teach, he can do things. A seer is somebody who simply sees. He can do whatever, any of these things he can do or he may choose not to do anything. It's up to him what he chooses to do. He will do what is needed in the society at that time, or if he's not bothered, he will leave it and just sit. But he sees. So a guru must see, otherwise he cannot be a guru. He must be able to see.